What is going on, guys? My name is Patrick, aka Chief Pat, and today bringing you guys a brand new video. So yesterday I did some earthquake spell testing, I guess you can call it. I was using 11 earthquake spells with GoWiPe, and obviously it's not the best army composition. It was sort of just fun to use, but still I managed to get a couple of 2-stars. So today I'm going to go ahead and try out the Haste spell using GoWiPe, and let's see how it works out. I honestly think that Haste spells are way better for air attacks using slow troops like the dragon or the balloon, especially the balloon. It can be super powerful, but I thought I would test it out with GoWiPe just to have some fun, and let's go ahead and see if we can destroy some bases while moving super quickly around the bases. So first of all, I'm going to go ahead and drop most of my troops as well as my 2 jump spells. Now I'm going to go ahead and drop 4 of my haste spells. You're going to see my troops run around the center. One of the reasons I don't think haste spell is great for ground troops, it really spreads your troops out a lot, and it gets troops just running to the side, and it doesn't give your troops in this more time to get back to the center of the base. So you can see only my king and a couple of wizards are really in the center, and my queen sort of fanned out to the side. And something that I've really noticed in this update that you guys might have noticed as well is that the queen is a little bit harder to get to stay in the center. I was reading a couple of threads in the forum, talking to a couple of my clanmates, and overall it seems like a lot of people are having a little bit more trouble with the queen to get her to go to the center, because as you guys know, with this update they changed it so she's less likely to target walls. So I think it's going to take a little bit of getting used to the new queen AI, and maybe having to drop her a little bit later in the raid to make sure she doesn't go out to the sides like she did in this raid. But anyways, 6 trophies, 60%, and this raid actually turned out pretty decently. So the haste spells, again, speed up troops a lot, and let's go ahead and try it with this next base right here. So I saw this guy's trophy count. He had 22 trophies available, which is really good up in Champion 2. But if you noticed, I actually didn't get my Barbarian King to full health, so I forgot him for this raid, and I didn't really realize that until halfway through. So you're going to see me go ahead and drop my jump spell right here on this intersection. I'm going to drop a couple of my golems, make sure one spreads out to that archer tower. And then following up with a bunch of my troops, I slowly noticed that my king wasn't there. And since this guy did have a base with maxed out heroes, I knew I was going to be in for a little bit of a struggle, as well as I was trolling with a couple of haste spells, which really isn't the best spell to use with GoWiPe in my opinion. But anyways, troops are making their way in. You can see my queen's actually going to get redirected to these clan castle troops, which is really good in just a second. So she should find her way over there after destroying that last hero pad. And as she makes her way there, this actually worked out really well. So she's going to start sitting inside of the rage spell. And really my only chance of having success in this raid was making sure my queen ended up getting into that rage spell spot and shooting down the town hall, because I didn't really have enough firepower to get to 50%. Haste spells really didn't do me that well, but still I managed to salvage a single star, which honestly I didn't think I was going to win this battle. I got pretty lucky, but yeah, that was pretty much it for this raid. I'm just going to get out of there with 7 trophies and leave. And let's go ahead and try it out with one more battle. But I'm going to go ahead and do this one with some goblins, because I wanted to see how fast goblins run using the haste spell. So let's try that out using this base. And I do have my king this time, and I'm bringing 3 golems and 3 P.E.K.K.A. And then inside of my clan castle, I should have a bunch of wizards and maybe even some witches. So 3 golems are going down. I'm going to go ahead and drop my clan castle. You can see I have 2 witches and 2 wizards in there. I'm going to have to go ahead and wait for a couple of these buildings to be destroyed before I drop my P.E.K.K.A.s, because I don't want them running to the side. And then after that, you can see I'm dropping some goblins right now. And those guys are going to start moving pretty fast inside of the haste spell. They're just going to sprint over top to go to that gold storage. I'm going to go ahead and drop my king and queen right now that some of the buildings have been destroyed. My queen should be able to go to the next layer of buildings, which is going to work out really well. So I had really good hero deployment on this raid. And while my heroes are doing that, it looks like my goblins are running in the base. Not really sure if they're doing anything, but they're definitely the fastest troop in the game when they're getting sped up by the haste spell, so that's actually pretty sweet. So Town Hall goes down, I'm at 38%. Looks like even though I had 75 goblins, this one's going a lot better than the last one since I have my king. 43%, heroes are still at almost full health, and overall this raid was pretty good. I actually thought I was going to get a little bit more than 50%, but it looks like it's going to come down to the end with my queen shooting some buildings over the top. But 75 goblins didn't hurt me that much, and it was pretty funny to see those guys run throughout the base. So in total, we're at 51%. We got the 2nd star. I'm going to let the queen shoot the buildings a little bit longer, and then we can go ahead and end the battle after that. But yeah, 2 stars, 4 trophies, and that's going to wrap it up for the haste spell and the GoWiPe strategy. So don't really recommend using the haste spell all too much with GoWiPe. You're much better off just bringing rage spells in place of the haste spells. But again, for air attacks, it can be super valuable. If you guys want me to try out some air attacks, I can do that as well. Again, I'm not really the best air attacker. I always talk about that, but it might be time to try it out, especially with this new air sweeper. It could be interesting. But yeah, I'm going to keep testing out these new spells, find out what works and doesn't work within certain army compositions. Obviously, the 11th earthquake spells was a little bit of a troll, but I'm going to try some more serious ones and see what really fits coming out in some future videos. That's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.